Hi folks, it's Andy. Welcome to this episode of Kendo Video Feedback. Okay, so here we are. We've got this fantastic video today. This is a series where I take footage that you wonderful channel viewers have sent in to me and give some feedback on it, and hopefully everybody benefits. We're going to get to it in just a minute, but there's some important things before we do. First of all, I don't want any nasty comments, all right, in the comments or anything like that. Don't even bother. If you think you can do better, send us a video and we'll be the judge of that. Otherwise, you write something mean down there, I'll just delete it. People don't, to be fair, but I just say it just in case. Don't forget the YouTube magic: like, share, subscribe. Help people start Kendo. And most importantly, support the channel by shopping at KendoStar.com. KendoStar is my website that sells the best Kendo equipment in the known galaxy. At least that's what I would tell you, of course, because I own the place. But everybody agrees with me. Everybody agrees. We're the highest rated on Trustpilot. So yeah, everyone's already using it already, but KendoStar.com is the best place to shop for every reason there is. So win-win. Right, let's get to this video. Let's get some context. The email I've got says, I'm from Brazil. I practiced Kendo for a couple of years. Last month I was able to do my EQ exam. Okay, so we're EQ. Okay, and the Brazilian Confederation of Kendo made the tournament for EQ and Shodan together, and my dojo enlisted me. Okay, so it's the first tournament. I was able to win my first match, but the second one I lost by 2 kote strikes. I was trying to get some advice to improve my Kendo, and I always watch your feedback series along with other lessons in Kendo. Thank you. I'd like to ask if you could do an analysis of my match. Okay, cool. You are the one in the blue Kendogi and the red ribbon. Okay, so on the right hand side here, this side. Okay, right, let's get to it. It's just a short video. Okay. Okay, not too bad. Let's start with the A-hole. I always start with the A-hole, okay? This part's fine. 1, 2. So you're grabbing your shinai a bit early. You want to grab it on the 3rd step, all right? It's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. What I'd like to see here, you see in your Sonkyo. Your Sonkyo is pretty good. It's pretty good, but just your chin is raised a bit too much. You see how I can see underneath your men here? You want to have your neck straight. Okay, it's a better posture, and your Kensen probably a little bit lower. Oh no, yeah, a little bit lower. Okay, first thing in the actual match. I said this before. See the direction that you move in when you step out from Sonkyo. The first thing you're doing here is stepping back. You don't want to do that. Don't stand up and put your left foot back. Stand up and put your right foot forward, if anything. Okay? So don't stand up and step back. Stand up and step forward. All right? Start the CI positively. Okay, good men strike. I'm not sure it connected. Overall, yeah, just missed slightly. Okay? But good opportunity. But look, here's what we need to fix. Here it is. Can you guess what I'm going to say? Can you guess? Look, it's not Zanshin to be entirely facing away from your opponent like this. All right? Momentarily it happens sometimes due to the nature of the way we kind of clash in Kendo. But you have to have your intention towards the opponent at all times, even if you kind of have some kind of separation like this, which means you have to turn as soon as you can and keep them in your vision and keep them in your concentration, your field of concentration. But this isn't what's happened here. What you've done here is and it's totally normal, very common for Kendo of your level, but I really want to try and fix it, okay? Because if you watch the high level Shiai, you don't see this so much, yeah? So what you've done here is a strike like you would do in the Kihon, where you're practicing the Ash Sabaki and passing through as you would in Kihon. The purpose of doing that, of course, is to practice striking with momentum and good Ash Sabaki. It's not Zanshin. It can't be Zanshin. You're ignoring your opponent, okay? So you see how you sort of run away this way. It's not quite right, okay? So I've got a video about Zanshin I'd like you to watch. I think it would help. Overall, though, your basics are pretty good. There's a little bit of work to be done on your Fumikomi, but the level you're at is on the good side. You should have no problem getting the Shodan. Yeah, nice attempt for the Tsuriyage. I see you're wearing one of those Hasegawa Mujun men. I've not seen one of those in a while. These are like a Perspex shield instead of the bars. They're kind of funky. I don't think they make those anymore. Okay, so look, this Men Kaishido, this was a good choice of waza at the time. You know, you had the feeling he was going to come for the men. You tried to sort of invite him for the men. This is really, really good, the setup for it. What let you down was the quality of the waza itself. Okay, this part's not too bad, but then what we can see straight away, you see how you've moved your foot here as you're starting this, you've moved your right foot as you started the strike. That isn't how it works. You move the right foot first, and bam, and then you move your feet after you sort of strike. So the order in the order of your hands and feet working together is slightly out. So it's not really Kikentai no Ichi. Secondly, you can see you've removed your shinai is on the way down after making your block, and your left hand's already off the shinai. So it's entirely a one-handed strike. Okay, it's entirely a one-handed strike. So it doesn't have the tsuyosa to sae, the strength and sae, the snap, the correct tenuchi, for you to be awarded the ippon. Okay, so despite it being a great choice of waza, good timing, the quality of the waza itself is not quite good enough. So I've done a video about how to improve your door strikes. Watch that one, and also I'd watch some more like Kaishido from the high level players in Japan, but watch it in slow motion and look at the mechanics of how it works. And this, you see, this Zanshin here, it's a bit weird. You know, like this. No. Okay, bam, this way, put your hand back on the shinai as soon as you can. Okay, this looks like a kind of thing that they do in EI or something, but we don't do that in Kendo, okay? Okay, good. I like how I think you're doing a really good job of like selecting different waza, using different waza in different situations. I think that's really good. This is a really good chance. I'm a bit. The kote was there though as well, right? So this was a dangerous part for the kote. Okay, so I think this is probably why they didn't want to give the men, is because you actually received the kote strike. The kote wasn't terrible, but this sort of Tsuriyage men, it's not really Tsuriyage men, but the men after the kote strike is good too. So I guess that's why they sort of left that as it was. But again, I'm talking about this Zanshin. You need to turn here, face them, keep your eyes on them, right? This way, keep your eyes on them. Don't just go off in the distance, all right? And here's the problem. You're facing this way. You can see where the line is, and you still step out of it. All right? So that's the problem too, okay? You need to be a little bit more aware. Now, look, I'm being super harsh on you, especially considering this is your first Shiai, all right? You know, don't worry about it too much, okay? okay? But you get the Hansoku for stepping out of the mat, of the Shiaijo, okay? It is what it is. Okay, good. I like the use of Hikiwaza as well. You know, you've got a good grasp of various techniques, of the sort of basic movements. Let me tell you one thing I want you to work on though, right? I think you'll get through Shodan no problem, right? But the mechanics of your Fumikomi are not quite correct. If we watch, it's kind of like a up down. It's okay, and it's a lot better than most people at your level, to be frank. But you see how you're sort of hopping up and down like this? It's not quite right. It should be like a forward launch, right? This wasn't a bad men strike either. I thought it was pretty good, but probably a little bit, yeah, a little bit light. I wouldn't have been surprised if they'd awarded that, to be fair. It's a good men strike. Nice attempt at a Kote strike here too. This is really good, it's just slightly off target, but you know, this is a really good timing for the Debana Kote. I think you're doing super well actually. I think you're playing much above your level at EQ. You know, I see people that are like Shodan Nidan that are not playing at this level, to be honest. So I think you're doing very, very, very well. So, you know, despite the result, I definitely would encourage you to keep competing. So you've definitely got a good sense of timing and when to make the strikes. Okay, let's see what happened there. I think this was a Kote strike. Yeah, so this is a Debana Kote, okay. Unfortunate, because your main strike was good too. Not quite accurate, but, you know. So look, if you listen, it makes quite a good sound, quite a good timing. So this is why this Kote has been awarded. All right, I can see that. It's, you know, you made a good Debana Kote as well earlier, but yours is a little bit. It kind of was just slightly off target. Didn't quite have the impact that this one did. So not quite enough to convince the Shimpan. Whereas the one that you just received is a little bit more convincing for them. Unfortunately, I think overall you're winning the match. You know, overall, I think if this match had gone to Hante, you would have won it. But you know, this is how the Shiai works. Okay, good kamae. So again, you know, I think this is a good strike for men. But you are at risk of this Kote again here. You see how you nearly lost this Kote again here. Okay. So this is dangerous. But the men's strike was good too. But I really want you to focus on this Zanshi. You see how you got no connection with your opponent at all at this point? Oh, that was good, men. Well, fantastic, men. Great. Yeah, good. But again, Zanshin would be so much better with the good Zanshin. Okay? Okay. This is a common pattern. Okay, the common pattern, when you lose the point. Okay, so yeah, this Kote is look at that. Yeah, it's well on target. It's a good strike, good timing. Yeah, I can understand why they awarded that. So what you have to do is once you've taken a point back, you have to be not too eager to just rush in and hit again, and be very careful. Now, one other thing I'm just going to say before we finish here is You see how much you're swinging the shinai, even though this is a kind of small men strike. As much as possible, you want to keep the kensen towards the other person. Because you brought it all the way back, you've exposed the kote to this demana kote here. Okay, so it's made it very easy for him to make the strike. Okay, so, you know, I can understand why that was awarded. Unfortunate, but, you know, it is a good kote strike. Okay, so with that in mind, I think you did super well, really good. I think you know, kendo wise, you're absolutely in the right direction. I want you to keep going, keep doing what you're doing. I think the main thing I want you to sort of concentrate on is that zanshin. All right, making sure you keep your intention towards your opponent and you don't just go off in the distance, showing them your back. Little work to improve on your fumikomi, and that's it really. I think you're absolutely smashing it. So keep up the good work, keep going for it, get through your shodan and work towards nidan. Keep entering the shiai as much as you can, and I think you're going to do super well. All right, thank you very much for sending in the video. If anyone else would like to send in a video, all you need to do is send it to me. The best way is upload it to YouTube, set it to either public or unlisted. Unlisted if you don't want anyone else to be able to see it on YouTube. Do not set it to private. I can't see it if it's set to private. And email me the link to mail@kendostar.com. And also please make it clear which one you are in the video. I've done a few in the past where I haven't been totally clear on who it is I'm supposed to be looking at. It's easier in a shiai, of course, when you can say you're the red player or the white player. But you know, if it's a grading or Jigeiko or something like that, it's a bit harder. Thank you again for sending it in. Thank you for joining me today. I hope it's been useful, and see you next time. Bye bye.